Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawood from the Men of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video on sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. All right, and it's been the spirit. I first actually saw this video shown last night by the brothers of the GMS Chicago camp. All right, and I see other brothers doing videos on it. All right, and the spirit has been on Apostle the Heart to mention, Isaiah 4 a lot lately. All right, and of course, we're in as men, we are definitely sexually deprived. This is not the way that the Lord intended us to live, of course. All right, this isn't even about, when you talk about Isaiah 4:1, all right, it ain't just about, just getting women, heaping unto yourselves women and whatnot, but like the brothers of GMS Chicago were going into last night, Isaiah 4:1 is coming, but why is it coming? What is going to be going on to where these women are going to, because we see how proud and lofty these women are now when it comes to them dealing with a man, and this world has pushed the vibration of a man is supposed to be all about his woman. All right, and that's not the case. It's actually supposed to be, she's supposed to be all about him. She's supposed to be obsessed with him. She's supposed to be in tune with keeping the house in order and being a helpmeet as she was intended. And we see that the world is going to go back to that, to those ancient ways. And those that don't want to adapt, they will die out. Okay, they will die out here. All right, but you're going to see a major shift in the attitude of these women because of what's going to be happening. All right, right now, society is propped up to where these women have liberty. They have the opportunity to go, they can leave a marriage, they can leave a man, they can collect child support, their own birth control, so they don't got to worry about getting pregnant. And the ones that are getting pregnant, they're getting abortions, they're killing their children. But it allows them to be promiscuous. It allows them to be with multiple men, play the field. And of course, with the introduction of social media, all right, now it's not even, they're not even just, narrowed down to just the men within their surrounding area. All right, now they can get so-called flued out. All right, you can go meet them. You could be in Atlanta. You can go meet a man in Miami. Or you in Atlanta, you can go meet a man in fucking California or in New York. And these women are gatherer brides. So they have it all puffed up in their spirit. Even if they have a man, of always leveling up. These are, different talking points that the red pill likes to go into. All right, this ain't necessarily for the bashing of women. All right, but women are natural survivalists. They're going to go where the power is. All right, and where is the power going to lie when everybody else is in peril, when everybody else is going through calamities, when everybody else is starving? They're going to gravitate toward the men that have the power, the substance. And the men in that time, all right, is going to be the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, now, here's the catch. You're not going to be able to come up with the same attitude that you had when Babylon was up and running. Okay, you're not going to come up to us to asking us what the fuck we can do for you. See, the Lord is about to flip this shit on his head. All right, because men are survivalists too. All right, men can go out and they can deal with having a little, not having too much. All right, they can deal with the elements. All right, but women, they want to be in comfort. They want to be in pleasure. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you were created for. All right, but that, I'm a woman, hear me roar spirit is about to leave the earth. All right, because there's men out here that are going to cry. The scriptures say the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. All right, and if the mighty men are going to cry bitterly, then how much more the women? Okay, I don't care what type of, Marvel movies you done seen, Captain Marvel, Black Widow and shit. Ain't no women about to kick a whole gang of men. Okay, you're going to see a lot of that going on. Women, you're going to realize that you are a possession, and that's not a bad thing. Us as men, we are a possession. The men in this faith, we are a possession of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. And we're happy to be that. But women have an issue being a possession unto their men. They're possessions unto Esau's system. They are a possession. But Esau has just allowed them to be gatherers of bride, allowed them to be whores, allowed them to be sluts. All of them. The mass majority of them, 98% of them. Scriptures speak about the elect lady. She out there. And those are going to be the women that we accept in those days. But you're not going to just come with your funky ass box and think that a man of the Lord is going to bring you in. The time of Jacob's trouble is not at hand, where lawlessness will ensue, where the police aren't going to be able to be called. You're not going to be able to call 911, because that's another reason you women are proud, because you can have the police come to your rescue even if you're in the dead wrong. All of that is going to be gone. That vintage is going to fail, man. That gathering is not going to come. All right, you women don't know how to plant gardens, and a lot of these, this ain't just about the women per se, because these men are going to be through too, man. All right, these are the weakest men in all of history up until this point. But these are also the most promiscuous, most out of order women have ever been as well. So a correction is coming. A correction is coming, and that correction is going to be the men of the Lord are going to be back on top. And the Lord is going to put this on full display. All right, those that you call us bums, you tell us to get a job, get a life. We got something better to do? No, we don't have anything better to do. This is our job. This is what we were put on earth to do. But the Lord is going to take care of us because we did what we had to do. We built up our spiritual bank account to be able to withdraw from in times of need, in times of trouble. When everybody else is out here starving, the Lord said, what? My servant shall eat. Right? So let's go ahead and grab that. This is Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, and in that day, right? What day? All right. And that's going to be on this side, like the apostles and elders have gone into. That's going to be on this side. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. All right. And the Lord has been showing brothers signs that this is coming. All right. Now, it's not for us to just get all, I'm about to get this bitch, that bitch. No, it's not about that. Because really, a woman is a liability. We're going to have to be on the move. We're going to be being persecuted. But, women do like the bad guy, so to speak. We're bad guys to the world, but, we're really the good guys. They're not going to worry about how we look. They're not going to worry about, what we can bring to them, which we have all the substance. They're going to want to be under us, as the brothers of GMS Chicago broke down beautifully last night. They're going to want their reproach taken, that shame of not bearing children, because that's another thing. These women, they hate their children, man. They only use their children for a come up and a check and leverage against a man. They don't truly love their children. Back in the ancient world, it was a shame for a woman to be barren. It's going to go back to that. They're going to want to be called by our name. All right, meaning they're going to want us to pop them, to take away their reproach, so that they're not mocked as old maids, man. Because technically, hey, these women in their early 20s and stuff, if they're not married and they don't have children and they're just focused on their career, they're technically old maids, man. A maid is by definition a young woman of marriageable age. So they don't want to be mocked as an old man. Don't mean that they're going to be an old woman. They're going to be an old man. You being 20, 25, whatever, and you ain't got no kids, man, that's not the best thing. But Esau and society has set this shit up to where they promote that. But things are going back. All right. So it says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, and 7 meaning completion. A complete amount of women. It could be 2, it could be 400. All right. It's all according to what the Lord will have set up for that man, what his portion will be. All right. But brothers have had dreams about it. Once again, we're not just enamored by this idea, but hell, we need change. We need change, man. This is not the way. All right, if you want to deal with an Israelite woman, she already got a kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 2 different baby daddies. This is not how it's supposed to go. This was not how the Lord intended the family structure to be. This is what we're going back to here in Isaiah 4:1. It says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, meaning we'll take care of ourselves. They're going to change in that spirit of, you need to do this for me, do that for me. It's going to flip. They're just going to want to be under that man, because it's going to be lawlessness out here. All right, there's going to be tyrants. There's videos on TikTok. They're talking about, they're finding this one guy in St. Louis or something, Edomite, said they didn't found like 30 plus bodies. Now I can't confirm this because it's probably an active investigation or something, but you probably got a serial killer, and there's these spirits created for vengeance that are gonna prey on you women, on you young women. So you can either be rebellious and you'll be tied up to some maniac's fucking stove or some shit, getting raped. Or you could get with a man of the Lord who, yeah, you're not going to be the only one, but guess what? We ain't in the spirit of, we ain't torturing no women. We not out here being tyrants. We love women. We love women that are in order. We love women when they're doing what they're naturally created to do. Keep being keepers of the house. If you can't do that, if you can't add to us, then your ass will be subtracted. But this is what it's going back to. It says that we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. All right, not all that getting on one knee, going down to the courthouse, or going to having a wedding, putting on a white dress, because you women aren't virgins anyway, most of you. It's not going to be that. Them going to being called by our name will be us going in unto them. Like what? This is how, this is how the things were. This is how it was done, man. You read that kind of Isaac and Rebecca and how she became his wife, and she was happy to do so. This is what it's going back to. It says to take away our reproach. They want it because what? The elect lady will be saved in childbearing. Childbearing comes through what? Sex. All right, Esau has perverted sex, man. Sex is not a bad thing. Sex is what the Lord created. This is how we repopulate. When the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply, it's through the act of sex. The 12 tribes came by way of 4 women. Leah and Rachel and her 2 handmaids. 4 women Jacob had. So what's this bullshit that one man, one woman? We've been doing this shit for the last, couple decades. And where has it gotten? The divorce rate high as hell. All right, these women are more single than ever. Men are done dealing with these women. So obviously this is not working. So there's gonna be a change. All right, order is coming back on the earth in a major way for the world's benefit. It says that in Romans the 8th chapter. For the earnest expectation of the creature, waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Because the earth is languishing. It ain't just about the women. The earth is yearning for the true sons of the Heavenly Father to be back in power, to beautify the earth. The Lord said he's going to make the place of his feet glorious. He said the earth is my footstool. He's going to make it glorious. Verse 2, it says, in that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. But you women, you're not going to be able to get up out of here without a man. Don't shoot the messenger, man. This is how the Lord set it up. We don't need a woman to go into the kingdom. We don't need one. But the Lord set it up. The Lord said there's going to be an elect lady. There are sisters that are going to be delivered. But we don't need it. You need us, not the other way around. So that makes what? Us the motherfucking prize, man. It makes us the prize. I'm tired of all these fucking feeble and fickle ass conversations amongst these podcast people, these men that are giving these women a platform to showcase and spew the madness that they've learned. When they not married, they mama's not married, and they grandmothers down there weren't married, man. All right, the grandmas not even the grandmas are old. They don't bake cakes and shit no more. They out here trying to be whores. I know. So there's change that's needed, man. And that's what's coming. That vibration of Isaiah 4:1 is very heavy on the earth. Very heavy. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.